Hello, everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is a sunshiny day today, currently 10 degrees Celsius. Yesterday it was 31. Today our high is only going to be 19, but this no rain in our forecast. Anyway, Manitoba spring. Welcome, everyone. Nice to see you. Teresa, Candy, Lee. Great to see you guys. So I wasn't sure what I wanted to do today. My desk is a mess. Surprise! I haven't really done anything down here for a few days. I've been transplanting plants out in the greenhouse. Hey, Anne, good morning. You know, I've been busy, been out and about and doing. And yesterday I had a play date with friends to do gel prints. So I think I'm going to flip through the gel prints, and you guys can help me decide if I'm going to keep them whole or if it's time to chop them up for ATCs or, bits. So this is a brayer off piece. I already decided that one's going to get chopped. Another brayer off. I really kind of like the way this one turned out. I will have to add more to it, unfortunately, because, I reuse things. This happens to be a bank statement. I did black out the back, though, to cover up whatever. But I figured I would get more brayer off on this. This one is really thick. Like, it's quite heavy with paint. This one, not so much. Good morning, Lisa. Welcome. I took some tissue paper and did some pulls through stencils with the tissue paper. So I've got this stuff to play with. I think it's going to be some interesting on rude books or, that kind of stuff. This also, I did a full pull of this one. I love the way this one turned out. Oh, is the video sketchy? Is my video sketchy? Anyone? I really love the way this one turned out. It's much more orange than you could, it looks more yellow on the screen. So I did that one. This was just kind of mopping up a little bit of brayer off on tissue paper because I love doing flowers out of that, some leaves. I had a fun day. And the Facebook group that I have joined, this Junk Journalers in Winnipeg, posted a thing that there is a scrapbooking weekend coming up in October. And I've never been to one because I don't scrapbook, obviously. But it sounds like it's going to be a blast. It's reasonably cheap, and it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Friday would be 5 in the afternoon till midnight. Saturday is 9 in the morning till midnight, and Sunday is 9 in the morning till 2. And for the price, you get continental, or that you get supper on Friday, continental breakfast, lunch, and supper on Saturday, and continental breakfast on Sunday. And the price is reasonable. The only thing being is I would need to get a hotel room because that's too far to drive back and forth from here. So this did not work out as planned. I used one of my stamps that I had carved and I repeated it, and it didn't turn out the way I envisioned it turning out. So this is going to be, I'm not sure. Ideas? I know I can use it for flowers. We all know I can use it for flowers. But would that make, see, there's text behind, right? So it could make a good background for what, though? Anyone? This one I love. This one actually I think is going to be a journal cover because it's fun. And that's just on copy paper. I like all my artifacts around the edge. But I think this is going to be a lovely journal cover. This too, I think, is going to be a lovely journal cover. I am going to be scanning these in so that I will have them for doing my little books and things with. See, it's on tractor feed paper. My girlfriend has a box of that. And I was working over on her table and used it. So this is the only stencil I took with me this time. And it was butterflies. Now, the problem being is I did the stencil portrait when I should have done it landscape, because I don't think that works for a journal cover. What do you guys think? Am I just going to end up cutting these all out, or cutting it so that they're background? Thoughts, guys. Need thoughts here. So I pulled the leftover on black for this one. I thought this would be a journal cover too, but it would be for small journals. I would have to cut them in half maybe. I don't know what I'm doing with this. It is, I didn't like it to begin with, so I just kept adding to it, and it's got lovely texture, lots of depth. But I don't know what it's going to be. That could also be like backgrounds, right? I could see me using this maybe as background for one of my floral collages. Is my chat stuck, or... So there again, I did that stencil, but on an orange. It's on and off? Oh no. Should I... I don't know what to do. Should I shut this one down and start a new one? I'm wondering if it's my connection, because it's better than when I started. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Okay, well, try the temporary thing. So again, I don't know if this is going to be backgrounds. Well, we all have this problem when we do our gel printing. I'm just going to show them to you, and I'll be using it however through. Again, I pulled one on the black because I really like this kind of stuff on black. It's upside down. Just gives a hint. Oh. No, thanks. Thank you. Again, this is, like I say, this is the only stencil I took, so I really used it a lot. But, you know, I was thinking more that I would be cutting the butterflies out and then doing some doodling on them and then using them. Hey, Shannon, nice to see you. Evidently, my video is kind of on the caca side this morning, and I apologize for that. So that's, like I say, I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to cut these butterflies out and embellish. Who knows? Who knows? Of course, I took my wooden stamps with me. This one's really fun, actually. Out of all the ones I did, this is my favorite from the day. It could be used for so many different things. I just love the way it turned out. A little crazy. I've got that brayer that's got the bubbles in it. You can get like textured rollers for your brayers. Yeah, right? So I did a lot of these backgrounds with the dots. More freaking butterflies. I like this one too. Again, like I think that would make lovely journal covers. This one, I don't know what I was thinking. So it's gold and black and orange. I love the colors together. They didn't turn out, and it's the metallic gold and because I'm still trying to use up that gold. Because evidently my neighbor had 3 bottles of it. That also background. This one also is one I liked. Greens and oranges. I'm into the greens and orange. Yeah, it's really grungy. This was the first one I did. I used my star stencil. It's a stencil, but one of my own. And it didn't quite turn out the way I anticipated. But it's okay. Backgrounds, right? This one must have 15 layers of paint on it because I detested it from the word go. And then the last orange butterflies I did, I took the stencil itself and I put it down on top. So you can see the outlines of the butterflies and the flowers. Hi, Janet. Good morning. So, I took the stencil and I put it down because I was just done with this piece. Totally done. So, backgrounds. Again, my wooden stamps. This is all my square stencils that I have made, or rectangular stencils in various forms. So I put the stencils down, put the green paint down, pulled the stencils off, and then did a gold background. This one is just stencils, and then I used that dot roller. And this one, my goodness, it's just a blue pull, and I did some stamping on it. So anyway, those are the prints that I did playing yesterday. And if we keep this up, I am going to have so many prints that I'll never use them all. So what else I have been doing is, you know how I throw the floor on a brown piece of paper and I pour muck water on it and I pour coffee on it and I drizzle this, drizzle that. Well, I did some on that blue coffee paper I've got. So it's got tea, it's got muck water, and it picked up some of the paint and stuff from the brown paper underneath. And I wanted to make a journal out of this. See, it because it was on the brown paper is one that I had glued on. So when it was really wet, it stuck to the brown paper. But it's got some really interesting stuff. So I think what I would like to do today is maybe take some orange paint and some black, maybe some white, and do some mark making on these so that I'm going to glue that one down because that's going to go right through if I don't. Hey, Jimmy, good morning. I love your frogs. I was going to mention that comment. Jimmy has been painting frogs. They are wonderful. So, like I said, I'm going to use these for a journal. I haven't wanted to do full-size journals, right, where you just take them and fold them. I like cutting them in half and then doing smaller journals now, but because I did all those scrappy tissue box tops, and some of them are really big, right, I will have to do it this way, just so that I can use some of these as flips in it. So I don't have enough of these to do a full journal because I want to make a full journal. So I pulled out some coffee dyed paper, and these printing on them can be covered up with various things. This one was from a course I took, so you can see the lettering. So I could leave it, definitely cover up, So So anyway, I'm going to make a journal out of this stuff. And then maybe some of these scrap papers I put a couple of these in. So we're going to start today, and today we're going to do some orange and black and white stamping. Have I bored you guys yet? You do realize that I'm deciding what I'm doing. Look at the shadow puppets. Turn the big light on. I decided this now. While we're talking, I decided this is what we're going to do. All right. So this is a neon orange. We're going to do this. We're going to use this little plastic bag as the palette. We're going to move this stuff over. Grab a different layer. I want to use this stamp. And we're going to do a few of these. So how's everyone this morning? Anybody been playing something interesting? I got home late yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to watch Shannon's stream from yesterday. I was playing with Woodies. I have no idea what those are. All right. I just want a really nice bright orange. Now the thing again with these stamps is I have to brayer them and then use them, right? Oh, that's really... It's not going to be dark. But that's okay. Paper plates are so much easier. You've been playing with resin? I tried resin. I could not get the bubbles out. And with my breathing, it really bothered me, the smell of it. So I had to stop. Yeah, I think that could have been like a darker orange. It's okay. It's okay. Just fine. Yeah, painty papers are so much fun. So just like that, I'm just going to do a few marks like that. When this orange is used up, I'll switch to black or white, and I will continue. Mod Podge. It makes one that has hardly any fumes. Okay, cool, cool. Ideas not finished projects. All right. Glue and broken jewelry. You're making a Christmas tree? Nice. Nice. You know what? I think I'm going to leave this one just the way it is. And because I want to do more than... Look at the nice blobs on that. Like, I really had a good time splashing this stuff around. But I'm finally using those blue papers, guys. Finally using them. Can I get one more? This edge is kind of chewed, so I'm going to do like a decorative edge on that. I'll wobble cut it. Or maybe I'll do a border with some crochet. You know, we don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm going to go to this scrapbook crop thing in October. I'm really excited about it. Never been to one? I need to stop making stuff like, well, no. I need to finish some of this stuff that I have going. And all right. So let's find that brayer off page I said needed more. It's buried. Why would you bury it? Oh yeah, it just highlights the words there. Like, bad, not good, not good. I'll have to go over that in something dark. Okay, so now we need some black. I have some Crafters, black Crafters, but I added water to it because it was really thick. So listen to this. It's really wet. Really wet. Should I change to something different for the black? I brought lots of stuff. Let's use this one. We always liked this one. We can do a few of those. Because we can. Because they're the wooden blocks, they work so much better if we roll the paint or brush the paint onto them. I think that's just going to go in the corners. I'll do a few in the corners. Because it's got the paint buildup, it doesn't come solid the way it used to. I'm going to have to get Ron to put it through the sander quickly. That's such a nice stain here, but are you on both sides? No. But that's fine. And I'll like that. One more with this black, really thick. Because you don't want too much really heavy. And I will be doodling on the pages, you know. These are just the beginning of what I'm doing to them. Still have a fair bit of black. Let's add, you know what? This one that I don't like. Let's just do this. Because we can. It also doesn't help that this mat that I'm doing it on is covered in glue. So it isn't a flat surface. So I put the foam under. We'll see what happens. Much better. Sort of. Still definitely some areas that are higher than others. But like I say, I can, you know, run this over some sandpaper. I should be hearing from my, oh, look, see, it was part on the, and part not. We can do that again. My sewing machine. Should be getting my sewing machine back this week. I'm so excited. Line it up, Kim. Line it up. Maybe. We'll see what happens. And let's do this one here. And I'll put it on the... Works much better if I do it on the mat. Perfect. Perfect. Now let's grab a scrap of something and brayer that off. I've adjusted. This is, I was playing doing these two. I guess because, no, I can't add that one, but I can definitely add this one to this mix. With the oranges, I can just add some more green. What is this? We are going to just brayer off this. So we had those meal in a muffins for lunch the other day. Oh, I like it when I don't have to cook and I don't have to fuss over things. Worked well. It is exciting. I I have to remake the rice bags. I don't know if I talked about this on Sunday or not. I make those rice bags that you can put in the microwave to heat up and for aches and pains, and you could throw it in the freezer, and so it's a flannel bag with some strips channels sewn into it, and you fill it 3/4 of the way with rice, or you can use wheat, or you can use cherry pits, whatever you happen to have. Well, when I stripped the bed the other day to wash it, I didn't realize the rice bag was, because I just take the corners and fold and take it and throw it in the wash, right? Well, the rice bag was in there. So it got really, really soggy and mushy. And so I have to redo the rice bag. Okay, I'm going to use green because this one has the green and the orange and the black. I'll have to do some of this. I'll do that on the coffee pages. That one was another one that I also just dripped and scribbled on. Maybe I can just do that with green on this one. That could work. That's this one. I'm narrating, guys. I talk to myself and do things. Just so it flows, right? Just so it flows. The paint doesn't stick to this, so I get all kinds of artifacty kind of things. But that's okay. Oh, I know. I know. I was thinking the same thing. Of course, I didn't put it in the dryer. But, of course, I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm a stupid kid trick, So that carries on the green that's in this. I probably have these because I can't see that I only did 2 because that's not the way I operate, right? Just have one. Okay, there's another one, but it's a white background, but that's okay. It's got the same kind of things. Oh, that one also has yellow in it. Well, and this has, it's okay. It's okay. I can add yellow things. What is the rice bag for? Okay, it's a flannel. Okay, it's 9 by 15. And it's got 3 from one end of the other to the other end. Channels, like you stitch down so that it's got 3 sections. And and then you put rice in each of the channels, 3/4 of the way. You stitch up the top, and then you can heat it in the microwave for aches and pains. It's like a hot water bottle kind of idea. I made some for my kids or grandkids when they were little. And the flannel bags that I made for them, sorry, looking through my junk bin here for these bits that I did that match that. I applique, that's the word I'm looking for. Applique monsters on them. So I think this one, I'm just gonna do this. Give it kind of like a border so that I can embellish this, stitch it. Hey, good morning, Andrea. Nice to see you. I am making a really big mess because I've decided I'm starting a new journal. And I'm using up papers from different courses I took, but I'm trying to do so that kind of flow, you know. I'm using greens, yellows, oranges, and I was using coffee stain papers or blue. I made grungy blue papers, and now I'm just adding color and stuff before I put it together or before I start embellishing. Yeah. I know. Well, this desk was a mess to begin with, and it's not getting any better. I was out playing gel printing with friends yesterday, and it was lovely. Absolutely lovely. Okay, so I still have a couple of the coffee dye papers. This one's actually complete. It doesn't have, oh, it's got that on it. I'll do something else on that. This one has printing. It was for a calligraphy kind of course. But we'll add stuff to make that work to go with this other conglomeration I'm doing. Now, let's add some orange. Let's wipe that off, and we will get the orange again and do some spatters and that kind of thing with orange. You've made gel bags? What kind? Yeah. What kind of gel do you use? Thanks, Andrea. All right, orange. We're going to do some orange mark making kind of things. What am I going to use to make marks? What am I going to use to make marks? Oh, I could use this. Right, this. We're just adding interest. These are just the backgrounds of the pages, right? We're just adding some interest that we can embellish, add to. You know how that goes. Running out of places to put wet paint. No dizzy tint. Oh, fantastic. That's fantastic, Sandy. Yes. Really glad to hear that. Hints of color. Hints of color. Wow, these coffee dyed papers really smell like coffee. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. See, now something like that, I could turn those into little flowers with some painted leaves and stuff between them. That one as well. There's nothing on the back. That's okay. Chores are never ending. Oh, I know. I know. I agree. I agree 100%. Look at how lovely mucky this back is. As I say, that's a combination of tea and muck water. Don't know how much I want to do along the edges because I would really like to have a bunch of wild page tabs. Page tab happenings. This one too's really wild. Hi, Kevin. Welcome. Nice to see you. I am making a really big mess. I've started another junk journal. And I am just adding some paint and interest to the pages before I start embellishing them. If that makes any sense to you. Any sense whatsoever. And again, I'm going to take this paint here and the brayer, and I'm going to add it to this. Might as well make it really messy because I can. All right, so then there's yellow. I've got yellow paint right here. So we're going to do some dots of yellow on various pages. This is a nice thick yellow and it's getting muddy from the other paint on here, which is fine. Do we care? No. I'm using the end of my glue bottle. No rhyme or reason. We don't care. Because when we go to put things on this page, it's just interest. Just interest. This one actually has yellow lines. You know what? What if I take this yellow dot in the middle of these? Look. They're going to be like little flowers for sure now. Little flowers for sure. Cute. Very cute. I've got this black, but you know what? 3 yellow dots down the side of the black is always fun. Brenda, good morning. Your engagement photo, daughters. Wow, yay. You tired? Oh. Are you at least managing to sleep some at night? I know that your insomnia has been rearing its ugly head. I'm going to use, because I'm going to use some of these, right? My junk scrap paper. I think I'll be putting like strips of junk scrap in there. These 2 sayings, I like them. I'm not going to touch those sayings. Seriously? I'm stacking stuff on top of each other. We know what's going to happen. You up at 3:30? Oh. Well, then you had a bit of a sleep in. My goodness. I actually managed to sleep through the night. Do you manage to get a nap during the day at all, Brenda, or no? You're so busy running and helping people. Again, trying to use the same colors as I did on these. So I've got a flow through thing happening. I'm not going to have the pages as full as those. Those are just going to be what are they going to be? Fun something. There's a word for that. When things, what have I dropped in my tea? Coffee. When things flow. My friend used the proper word yesterday. It starts with a C. I've lost it. Guys, I've lost it. Continuous. That's it. It's got continuous colors or to make things flow. All right. And like I say, this edge, I'm going to, maybe I'll just wobble cut it now because it's, because sometimes you just got to have some wobble cut edges in your stuff. Right? I guess I should do that to a couple of the pages so it's not just the one. Okay, use some yellow on this. Good morning, Jamie. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So as I say, these were copy papers, blue copy paper, because I bought a whole package of them, not even thinking that I only need like 20 sheets. So I bought a package of 100, 500, I don't even remember. Must be 500 because I have lots. Oh, look, paint on the arm. So I'm trying to think of different ways to use them. So I did it the way that I do with my little scraps when I'm grunging them up. I put them all out on the floor and I drizzle coffee, I drizzle muck water. Normally I would go and stamp, like when they're all clustered up together, I would stamp on the small pieces. So I didn't stamp on the small pieces, obviously. I just drizzled and figured I'd do it this way. Do it this way. Okay, so this one, I didn't do anything along this edge. So let's wobble cut that too, so that we've got a couple of wobble cut edges happening. Ooh. Okay, so that's the second wobble cut edge. Did you guys see what I did with the first one? Did I throw it out? Because I'm thinking I could put this on one of the coffee dyed sheets to carry the blue thing through. I'm not that out. And I know the other edge, there it is, top of the garbage. I can trim this down flat so that it's just a narrow edging. Good morning, Becca. Nice to see you. Okay, so I've got this one. I didn't put yellow on it. I'm doing a junk journal, Becca. Surprise! And I am using paper that I spattered and grunged. But because I had taken a course and I had to do a whole bunch of papers like this, trying to pull these colors into this now so that it's got continuity. Look at me using big words first thing in the morning. So I think they all have some yellow on this side. Take this rear off sheet. That's better. Now we're starting to cover up that private stuff. Now this, because I've got the same colors, I could use them for pockets. Nope, won't use the pink stuff because I don't want to add pink now. So we still have some yellow happening. Do I have anybody that's dry enough that I can? Not really. Okay, we're just gonna grab another piece of paper and we're gonna pull that like a. See, I use these as well, but the problem being is I yeah, see? Oi. You know what? I'm going to do it on here. I'm going to do this. We're going to move that. This is a set of business cards, right? I've been using it just as a drop thing. And we're just going to add some really grungy yellow. I didn't gel print on any business cards yesterday. I took them along with me to play with, but I did not end up doing it. I'm going to leave that there, and we're just going to add all stuff to that as well. All right, so we have used the orange, the yellow, the green, the black. And I'm pretty happy with the way the pages are looking. Some of the pages only have paint on one side, which is fine. Now we need to decide if we want to. This one's drier than the other ones, so I figure I could take it. I think I'm going to take this corner and I am going to fold it like this. Remember, this is going to be, I'm not cutting these in half like I would normally do. I'm going to do that. And then I am going to find squares of paper. I'm going to take some copy paper, I think. Why not? Why not? Take a piece of copy paper, measure that into a square. Want it just a little bit smaller. And I am going to cut like this. And like this. Then I'm going to cut a whole bunch of these out. And yeah, they're going to be wonky because I'm hand cutting. I'm not using a cutter. Awesome. Awesome. Fantastic, Jamie. You know, I make a lot of fodder. I make more fodder than I can use, actually. Good morning, Jen. Oh no, sinus headache again. So, as I say, now I'm just going to be taking this and cutting squares pretty much the same size. 3? Do you think 3 will do it? Maybe I should do 4. I'm going to do 4 because. Now, if I had, well, I do have painty paper that I could have done this with. Problem is, a lot of my painty papers have printing on the backs, and I wanted this to be a decent writing space. So we're going to fold it this way. And we're going to trim all this. Look at Kim wasting paper, guys. That's actually going to go in the garbage, believe it or not. You know, if the paper was green, I would save it for grass. But it's white. Look. Hurts, but I did it. Now, I'm going to get a stapler. I'm making this up as I go along. To any of you who are new here, this is the way I operate. I make it up as I go along. Oh, yeah, I bet your allergies are in full force. I was there this time of year, and the pollen there, everything is coated in thick yellow pollen. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. So, this is the fold line. I got them lined up. And I'm doing this backwards. So, if they're equal, I will do a happy dance. If they are not equal, that's not too bad. Put those like this. Now we can fold this page in half because I am doing a full-size journal so that I can use those. Okay, so then people open this up. They can open that up, and it's got bits of paper. Yes, I have asthma as well. So that was fun. Look, it's not folded straight. You know what? It's a junk journal. So here, what I could do, oh, watch. Oh, guys, you know, I'm in a good mood today. And I'm really excited about doing that. You know, what I was just talking about, going on that holiday thing or that 3-day making thing. So these are the circles I cut out of those scrap pages I did. I'm going to put it here so that that can get tucked underneath so it holds it tight. Do I need a thicker one, do you think? Should I put some more paper behind this? Couple of layers. Ugh, paint on it. Yeah, but things are starting to green up. Actually, I had to have the mower out yesterday. It's the beginning of May. That's virtually unheard of here. Virtually unheard of. Come on. Are you going to glue for me? No. I have this that I can stick in there. Ron made a wire or brought me a wire to do that. Good morning, Carol. Nice to see you. I am making a junk journal. And I know that really doesn't surprise any of you guys. Two? Probably not. We'll have to go this way. So this one is just the scraps glued down onto a piece of dictionary page, so it's pretty thin. It's not as hefty as the ones that I did on the Kleenex box. You know, I have stuff. I need to clean up. But now I feel like I need to be outside because my flower beds are a mess. And I'm still transplanting and getting stuff to the greenhouse. Morning, Belinda. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Nice to see you guys. Welcome, welcome. I have a mess. And I know that doesn't surprise any of you. Okay, so now we're going to cut this out. And then we're going to use it as a button to hold that stuff down. Do you guys do this when you make journals? You make a bunch of pages and then go, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want, like, do you guys do that? Or do you actually manage to put a journal together and then add stuff? See, I'm not sure now if I am going to leave these pages loose and work on them and then put the journal together, which actually makes more sense because if you put your journal together without doing that, you could have something that is so gator mouthed that it's ridiculous. Not that I really care if things are gator mouthed, but. Okay, so I'm going to put this, look, that even has a stripe of this paper in it. Look at that. So that things can get tucked underneath it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this bottom half. Good morning, Lee. Nice to see you. Lee is working on a new spread, he was saying. Lee does model railroading. Layouts. Okay, so I don't want to get this glued, so I have to put it so that we're not going to get glue on the pages. Gator mouth? Yeah, that's, those journals that I do where as soon as you take the binding off, they go, bleh. Now, see, I could have done some black around that edge. I'm still going to be coming back and doodling and adding things, some flowers, some stencils. But this just, all of a sudden, it's like, hey, do that. I don't know. Just don't know. Okay. So I'm going to leave it like this for now. It's got the green. It's got some orange. It's got the yellow. It's got the blues and the grunge. The inside does not have any of that, but I can pull that in anytime now. So I'm going to fold all these in half. Just so we know what's happening. And yes, even though I've cut this one off, I'm folding it in half because having various sized pages in your journals, this one's going to be just a little bit smaller because I cut this edge off. It's going to add that little bit more interest. Well, I think it adds more interest. As I say, I'm leaving those two there. I think I can do 2 blue, a coffee dyed, and again, I'm not stitching these together or anything. I'm just kind of planning before I start. And then I've got these. Didn't trim that edge down very nice. These are really thick because it's the scrap bits on dictionary page. So I can see where I need to glue down some of these bits. They've lifted. It's okay. I can do that. Did I dye the paper? This blue paper? No. I was doing a snowman journal and I wanted blue paper so that it looked like, hey, Marty, good morning. It was Marty's birthday yesterday. Happy belated birthday, Marty. I did wish her a birthday, but happy birthday. Anyway, no, I bought a package of copy paper in this blue and a package of copy paper in a darker blue because I needed them for the snowman journal I was making. So now I have to use up all this crazy blue paper. So I threw a bunch on the floor and I poured tea over it and muck water. And now I'm working on them to... I have to use them up. So I have a lot of this crazy blue paper. Yeah, it's a nice blue. Do I have a sheet here that doesn't have muck on it? Probably not. But yeah, so I've got this and one that's a little bit darker. Oh, that didn't go nice. Did not pay attention to what I was doing there. Can I get it to come off? No, doesn't want to come off. Well, you know, it's a junk journal. I can cover that. See that piece lifted and I went to glue it back down and it didn't, I wasn't paying attention. So it didn't glue down all the way. This one I'm just going to trim because I can. So I've got a bunch of these pages kicking around. I'm going to use those. Okay. 2 blue, a coffee dyed, and a wild. How's that? We'll see if it works. Thank you. Thank you for mashing the thumb. I appreciate that. So, 1 blue, 2 blue, 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. 2 blues. I do have more coffee dyed paper. And I will be folding these corners and adding more of that kind of thing. This coffee dyed paper, like I said, it's got the printing on. I will add or not to it. And these. And I got more of that paper here. I know I do. See? A wild. And we'll trim. This was a Spanish-English dictionary that I used. The English-Korean dictionary I have, the pages are quite small, so I would probably use that for pages in my smaller journals. Oh, this one's going to be tough. And yeah, it's still got all the definitions and stuff on the inside. But that's fun too. Look, the tops aren't cut even. It's okay, you know? You're in and out of chat. Oh, are you in the shop, Carol? I was thinking of you this morning. I saw a really cool thing. I was going to send it to you, and then I completely forgot. Now I don't know where it is. But I thought it was really cool and that you guys could adapt it to your style of stuff. So I've got these as well that I want to use. So I'm going to put one of these in now. These really wild ones. See, Jan, this is what I mean about a gator mouth, right? That even though I don't have anything in, it's doing this already because the pages are so wonky. That's what I mean by gator mouth. It doesn't lie nice and tight. Fabulous, Carol. That's fabulous. Congratulations. Those of you who are unaware, Carol's son has a business, and Carol, I suppose you could say she works for him, although she does have her own stuff she makes and sells. And they do a lot with the tourist trade in Banff. So they've got quite a few places that they supply their stuff to in and around that area. Alberta, BC. Sitting down for a few? Yeah, Belinda's really busy. Oh, you guys are all really busy. Mind you, I can't say anything. I'm trying to spend as much time as possible outside. I was transplanting on Sunday after our stream. Or was it Saturday? I can't even remember. Everything's just like one day right now for me. So anyway, I was taking stuff out to the greenhouse and my neighbor was burning leaves, so I had to come in the house. I was not happy. They're not supposed to burn leaves. And now we've got a burning ban on, which I wish, Anyway, I couldn't be out there in the, garbage. Be out there in the smoke. So I started playing some really rude rock and roll in hopes that he would take his children in the house and put his fire out, but he did not. Just a little passive aggressive. Oh, this one's going to be a little bit. Nope. That went nice. That went nice. So that's one. I don't know if I'm going to do it like signatures 1, 2. We'll see. 2 signatures, maybe. I can get 2 signatures. We'll see how many pages it gives us. A lot of you guys have some changes coming up in your lives, and so again, I'm going to fold this just to that wobble cut edge. So it's going to be that little bit smaller. And then I need a wild one. Come on, I gotta have one more wild one here in the pile. Oh no! Oh no! I don't have another patchwork wild one here. I'll have to make one, which is no problem. Sit down and drink chocolate milk. All right, all right. Okay, so I have to make another one of these. And we know that's not a problem. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so I've got 2 signatures. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pages in each. That's not bad. 2 signatures for the journal. Sorry, I got a pop-up thing here. Go away. We don't want you. I love chocolate milk too. In fact, I had a nice glass of chocolate milk with that chocolate syrup I made on Sunday. Look, I happen to have. Sorry, we're all over the place today because I want to have all the pages for the journal ready to just be played with. Scraps. Pull out the scrap box, got the glue. It is very important that we take care of ourselves. Very important. See, cut these out of the book. They're not straight in any way, shape, or form. That's fine. It's fine. And because I've got these patchwork pages in there, and I've got lots of patchwork stuff I can use. Oh, what did Lee say? Chocolate's her favorite natural. Yeah, chocolate is good. You haven't had. There's lactose-free chocolate milk now. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. It's not often I get a craving for like chocolate milk or whatever, but sometimes, you just want it. Just want it. Almond milk? Okay. Chocolate induced duper. Well, I haven't had chocolate yet this morning. Although, I have to admit, when I was making oatmeal this morning, normally I have like some craisins or raisins in my oatmeal. I did look at the chocolate syrup in the fridge and thinking, what would that be like on oatmeal? I did not try it. I did not try it, guys. Morning, Anina. Nice to see you. I am making a junk journal, and I was using specific pages. I was using one of those pages while we I was using some grungy blue paper that I made. Well, I didn't make the blue paper, but I made the grunge part of it. I have so many little scraps, guys. And of course, every time I do something, I add the scraps to this bin. So it never really reduces. Morning, Sherry. Nice to see you, hon. I want to just use that whole big piece. Why not? Let's put it down this side. Why not? Of course, I'm not really going to put anything on these really funky pages because I think they're wild enough. And what? I think they can just be doodle pages for whoever gets the journal. Just a bright piece of orange for no apparent reason. I like it. Look, Belinda, did you see that? I turned it over to glue. Oh, here. But yeah, I had a lot of fun cutting these scrap papers that I did. That bottom edge is ugly. We'll just put this like this. Oh, maybe I'll move that to this side. There we go. What you doing, Jan? What did you make? Oh, you put blueberries in there? I can't eat peanut butter. Love peanut butter, can't eat it. My neighbor behind us makes peanut butter cookies for Ron. Because Ron is spoiled. He is. Sort of. To a point, I guess. I want to get rid of this white. Where's a piece of red or pink or yellow? I don't know. There's a yellow. It's got lines on it. But this is cardstock. I don't like using cardstock on these unless I know it's not going to be on a fold. Do a lot of my scribbles on cardstocky kind of stuff. Let's do that there. Yeah, peanut butter and chocolate was bliss. I also loved peanut butter and bacon. Peanut butter and bacon sandwiches were lovely. Okay, yellow. There's a little piece of yellow. I could put that little piece of yellow right there. Take care, Nina. Thanks for popping in. Even though those don't have patterns on them, they're not painty papers, they're still scraps. Don't use that. That's like that. Up here. No, not red and green right beside each other. Nope. Not doing that. Bye, Candy. Thanks for coming. I hope the appointment goes well for you. Did that work? Yeah, it's too close to that green again. Just in here. Just in there. Look, scrap bits for the garbage. I am very excited to get my sewing machine back. First order of business, I thought it was going to be unpapered paper towels, but it's going to be rice bags. This is origami paper from that bundle thing, but you know what? It's okay. Still scrap. So I've got grandkids saying, oh, can we get new rice bags too? So I guess I'll be making some rice bags this summer. And the unpapered paper towels. Got this little strip up here. I need something wild. That orange would work. Just lovely. Or this blue. Oh, I think the blue. Sorry if this is boring. I know that gluing's boring. I just, like I say, want to make sure I've got all the pages. So all I have to do is add stuff. Heck, are you still here? That's the other blue paper that I bought a full package of. So those are the two blues that I used for the snowman. Blue piece here. That's 3 planes together, though. What are you? Oh, look, that'll be nice right there. Right there. You get to see the rice bags and unpaper paper towels. C as in get a parcel? Or C in as when they're done? Thought I sent, I mean, they're probably long gone, but I thought I sent some to your eldest, the unpaper paper towels. Anyway, yeah, I can, see the finished product. Okay, definitely, definitely, definitely. Definitely do that. And when you do paint on these glossy pages, sometimes it sticks and sometimes it doesn't. You just make do. Yeah, I can make sure that I show them. Because I'm not going to do that online because my sewing machine sounds like a tractor. I had this conversation last week, I think. Or maybe Sunday. Because I didn't know that I was supposed to take the tension off the flywheel. It's got a flat spot. Doesn't hurt the operation of the machine. But it makes it sound like a tractor. There we go. There's that page. We'll trim up these edges. I'm just going to trim them right over this, and it's going to go back in the drawer. See, this is not going down. And in fact, I should probably go through that and throw away stuff I know darn well that I'm not going to use. But I mean, I use little bits all the time. You know that. Oh. There we go. Or maybe I should just dump that out in the garbage and start all over again. So all the other ones, I folded them to the outside. So I think I'll do the same with this. Keep the glue around just in case I have to glue something down on the fold. Oh yeah, that's right on the fold. Are you going to work nicely? Maybe I just have to trim it, and because it's on the fold, since it's going to be in the center of the book, it should be okay, right? Right. So that needed to go here. There are my two signatures for the book. Now, what do you think? Should I add a couple of other pages in there to make them fuller? I mean, I'm going to be having tips and flips and pockets and all that stuff. So what do you think? Should I or should I not trim that up so I can use border? Another border. Okay, so we were going to put that on these kinds of pages. They're just grungy. It's got a little spot of orange. I think I'll leave that side up. We'll just add these to the edge. I want this against the edge here. You know what, let's take this page out. That'll make it much easier to do this. Oh, you know what else? Oh, idea. Because I'm using those scrap papers, maybe that's going to be more of the theme than just what I've got. Because I'm going to use those as the flips, right? I already decided that I'm going to be using these as flips. And I have all those window envelopes that I've patchworked like this that I could use for pockets and all kinds of things. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What does my creative brain tell me? Too much. And it tells me too much. So that has a border in blue in that signature. And we're going to do one in this signature. We'll do on this page. Along here. This one's really nice and grungy. I love it. But of course, being copy paper, it's kind of flimsy. Like the pages, a lot of them are. But it's got that crunch sound because I coffee dyed them. Love that crunch sound. Okay. Let's try and actually get that right at the corner. I pulled my bits box out, right? Yep, it's right beside me. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And you went... Where did you go? Huh, there. I think you went there. Blue coffee. Yep. Blue coffee. These. I have these. All these. So I can either use them as flips, pockets. I can fold them and put them so that there's stuff on, you know, both sides. I can use all these lovely pieces too. Yes, I can. All right, so look, I even have a piece that I chopped off of something that I can use as a belly band. I can cut it and have two belly bands. Let's do that. Yeah, I just cut the windows off, like, so then they're all different widths and things. But I, you know, like I say, could use it as a flip, or I could use it as pockets. Why is there a fish in there? Who are you? Why are you in there? Huh. That must have come from someplace else. We'll add it to the find a home bin. So I've got those, and I've got all these circles that I punched out as well. I have these as buttons. No, I won't use those. Okay, let's cut this. No, it's thin. It needs to be backed, guys. Needs a backing before I cut it. My creative brain doesn't shut up. It honestly does not shut up. Ron and I were talking about that. You another fish? Well, obviously, I'd done fish on little ovals. And that was probably its envelope, and I couldn't see them because they were down, tucked in the bottom. Okay. Let's, glue stick would probably be easier. Ooh. I have to scrape. Don't feel like scraping. I'm lazy today. Oh. Belt buttons. That sounds fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Were they in shapes, Jan? Or just round? Hi, Chris. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. I am getting stuff ready to do a journal. A junk journal. Getting ready to go to work. When is your school? Do you get like summers off? Or I know that you had some other time off, but I don't know if you have summers off. They're round like buttons? Cool. Well, these are the ones that I did. I went on a button making binge because it's what I do. So some of them have, like they all have the holes in them. Some have thread through them already. Some do not. But I had an absolute blast making paper buttons. But I really like the way the patchwork ones came out. Maybe I'll put one on the front and use it for the closure. Yes, okay, so we're gluing this down. It's weird, I really, really like the way these patchwork bits came out using all the scraps like that. Whoop. So I'm thinking that now with this, here's my this. What I think I would like to do is cut it in half on the cutter so that I can have a belly band in each signature. This is the flow through thing that I'm doing, right? So while it's like this, I'm going to just take the cutter and then I'll trim them down. I don't have room on the desk. I'll do it at this end so that you can see. That is, and if they're not exactly half, guess what? I don't care. A little bit more, just a smidge. Does that look half? Well, it is now. That's my love of measuring right there, guys. Eyeball it. Oh, yeah, they're not the same. It's okay. Summer school? Okay. Part of July. No more vacation till December? Ah. is. There it is. Belly band. 1. Now, of course, I can come in and take one of these as well and put it in the center if I so desire. But I don't have to worry about that until I'm actually decorating the pages. But I will glue the belly bands in prior to. Yeah, they're nowhere near the same width, but that's okay. Look, Belinda, I put that stuff in the garbage too. So now one goes in each. Section. That's fun. That can go there. So does my making a journal this way make sense to you guys? Do I want it right in the middle or? We'll go right in the middle. Or what looks to be the middle. Counterfeit label. They get paid twice. Oh, wow. That's crazy, Marty. That is crazy. Oh, Jan, those are really cute buttons. And they are felt. They're like little round buttons, guys. And it looks like they've been stitched around the outside. Or maybe it's just pressed. Sorry. Yeah. Those look awesome. See, I don't get a chance to go to thrift stores often anymore. I have one friend that I can really, well, 2 friends that I can really thrift store with. They both live in Winnipeg. And sometimes it's really just hard getting together to do that. That's a very interesting thing that Marty just said. I think it's brutal, actually, that people do that kind of thing. Jan, did Ray forget his package, his envelope? Do you know? Speaking of mail. There, now I've got 2 belly bands. I've got, where is it? Where is it? This thing. I don't even know where it is. That thing with the papers in it. It disappeared. Well, now. Okay, we're going to go through this page by page. This thing right here, where it's got the button and the flip up and the little papers to write on. Right. So you take it and you tuck it under the button or the dot. I guess I have to do one of those on the other side. The mail lady said she's been seeing more and more of it. Oh, That's crazy. So I have to read this again. Where they put a shipping label on, but don't pay the shipping. So you pay it when it gets here. That way they get paid twice. Okay, so does that mean like if I ordered something from somebody on Etsy and I pay them and I pay the shipping and then they put the label on it and when I get it, I have to pay for the whole thing again? But Andrea, if you already paid for it, right? You paid for it once, like if it's an Etsy thing, like I just said, like if you prepay, right? And they ship it to you like you do on Amazon or wherever. If you refuse, oh, just the shipping. Okay, just the shipping. So who gets that then? The shipping company? Oh, the people who, well, huh. See, I could see where that would work if I was sending something to you. You ordered it, and I don't know what the shipping is, but you're going to pay the shipping. So I would just charge you for the stuff and ship it, and then you would get charged the shipping when you got it. Weird. Okay, so I have to do one of those folded page things on this side as well. So how about if I cut the squares first this time? They print the label and slap it on and it gets sent. Weird. Yeah. So I'm folding the paper in four. And then I'm folding it this way. Ish. Now I'm going to cut it. Wow. That's just brutal. Brutal. Okay, so this is the one that had that. Yes. I'm going to do that to this page here. Like that. And again, we're just going to guesstimate where to put the staples. Oh. Well, I'm sure glad I don't really order much anymore. Use this one. And again, I'm just going to glue the bottom part. and that's just going to tuck in. Perfect. Oh, I didn't add more to this one, so it's a weaker button than the other one I did. There. So I've got that element in both of the signatures. I still think they need a couple more pages in them. I usually like doing my journals where they've got 10 pages in a signature. Oh, excellent. Okay, Belinda, take care. Talk to you soon. That's crazy that that's happening. Really is. Really is. So when it's this big, I'm going to use a firmer cover. I definitely want to put a couple more pages in. Maybe between the double blues, I'll just put a plain color of paper. What have I got? What have I got in plain colors? I have a lot of cardstock. I probably have a lot of those neons or something. So maybe that's what I will do. Is between each double blue, I'll put another just color. Or you know what? I'll use the dark blue. I'm going to be right back. Grab some of that dark blue and shove it in there. Might as well use it up. So it's not going to be grungy or anything, but you know what? It's a junk journal, and I'm using stuff up, and I'm happy. Right, right. See, this is the other blue. It's dark. I feel like that's two papers. It's not. It's just a really nice thick copy paper. Okay, so one goes in here. Oh yeah, that's going to work just lovely for me. Wait a minute. I've got another one there. Need another one there. You could be a consultant. You could. You could, Marty. Then another one in here. Oh yeah, gonna be gator mouse, guys. Gonna be gator mouse, but that's okay. All right. So by next Tuesday, I'm not saying that I'm going to have anything in these books to show you that I've got anything much more accomplished. Mind you, I am going to the craft afternoon, I believe. So I can take it along and do some borders and things. Take care, Carol. Yeah, I love bold pops of color. I'm thinking it needs much more orange. I love blue and orange together. So each one got 2 more pages. So how many pages is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 pages. So that's good. That means 11, that's 22 pages in each signature. So each signature has 44 pages. No, altogether it's 44 pages. So that's actually quite a small journal, 44 pages. But with enough flips and things, I think it'll be great. Of course, I can take some of my painted envelopes and put them in for flips as well. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be building on this and having some fun. So it's been almost 2 hours, guys. So I am going to say thanks very much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you who are in the audience and chatting and just being around. I love it. Thanks for coming and watching. Everybody up in the balcony, I appreciate each and every one of you as well. And anybody who watches the replays, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, Messy Desk. I should really change it to Messy Desk Studios. I've been saying that for a while. We'll see what happens. I'm thinking, guys. So thank you guys very much. And not sure if I'm doing any pop-ups this week as I did last week with Shannon and Jean. That was fun. But thanks for being here, guys. Big hugs to each and every one of you. And hey, I'm not going to see you. So have a wonderful Mother's Day, those of you who are celebrating. Hugs, guys. Take care. Bye now.